So you spend so much of your lives working hard for your money, but do you really know where your money goes? If I asked you how much you spent on your car last year or how much you spent on your groceries last month, you probably wouldn't know. And if you did, I'd say you're probably an accountant. I'm Bosco from Pocketbook, and we're making personal finance ridiculously simple. So you're probably like me, you've got a couple of bank accounts, you've got a couple of credit cards, you may have a home or a car, and you also collect a lot of bills and have a lot of spending that you do on such things as beer, pizza, and more beer and more pizza. And all of this is incredibly hard to track. I know this because I've tried. I used to spend a couple of hours every fortnight doing it. And I've tried products such as MS Money. I've tried products such as Quicken. It's all way too difficult to get my head around. I've even tried spreadsheets and pen and paper. Now I'm getting really loud. Spreadsheets and pen and paper all took way too much work. Thinking I was missing something, I went and spoke to a bunch of friends of mine to see how they were solving the problem. And these were some of the things they said. Now they said it with so much passion, I could really see the pain. What became really apparent is that everybody wanted to know how to spend smarter, but no one actually wanted to do any work at all. So that's why we created Pocketbook, to make it ridiculously simple and to take all the hard work out. Our technology automatically pulls in data from all your banks and institutions, and they put the data analysis and the number crunching on our servers, where they take seconds rather than hours. Straight off the bat, 80% of transactions are automatically categorized, so you can start to quickly understand how you spend on things like food, car, and home. And to help you get on top of your bills, we automatically detect them. So we can tell you exactly when your next bill's coming up and how much it'll be for. And every Sunday morning while you're having breakfast, we give you a quick snapshot of how things are going. Now the astonishing thing is all of this only takes 60 seconds from sign on for the user to get. It's like magic. The reason is we built it for not the accountants, but the millions of people just like you and I. So our initial problem I had of trying to track my spending is now poof, all gone. So now that I've told you what we're building and why we're building it, let me show you a little bit about our traction. So in the last 7 months, we've designed, built, and launched the first version of our product. And in the last 5 months of being in beta, we've grown to over 8,000 users. Now these are really highly engaged users, even without a native mobile app yet, which we're currently building. So 70% of our users are coming back on a monthly basis, and over 30% are coming back on a weekly basis. And the most astonishing fact is we're tracking today over $1 billion in transaction data. It's an incredible amount of data. So that traction didn't happen by accident. It actually came about with a really, really satisfying product for our users. And these are some of the things they're saying about how we compare to our competition. Now, it's a really highly competitive space, but as you can see from the quotes, even against the people like Yodlee and Mint and some of the native banking apps in Australia, we compare a lot better in terms of user experience and delighting the user in that way. So our target market of people using online and internet banking and mobile banking is growing at a rapid pace. There are 7 million in Australia today, and by 2015, there's going to be over 20 million in Southeast Asia. So the task of managing people's spending is only going to get bigger. So people like me need all the help we can get. So to help people spend smarter, we're going big on personalized suggestions, and we're going to make a buttload of money doing it. Imagine if you can personalize for an individual with a specific telco, with a specific broadband product, at the specific moment that they've transacted. Now that moment is the moment where you get the highest chance to convert that customer. And we can deliver that moment, but not just for telcos, but also for banking, for hospitality, for retail, and for travel. So besides using the smart understanding of how people spend 100% of the time to help them spend smarter, there are other modes of monetization. And we've spoken to some, we've had some early discussions with a couple of big partners to really understand what they might be. So some of the things that came out are white labeling parts of the product, so product elements, and also using our proprietary built bank data feeds, which is a huge need in the Australian market. At this point, you're probably thinking security is a major concern, but don't worry, we've implemented some global best controls. So that means that the data security we put around Pocketbook is at bank level. So the end-to-end encryption and the physical security we put around Pocketbook is exactly what the banks do. Next, we use Cloudflare, a world's leading firewall provider that actually sees more traffic than Apple, Amazon, and Wikipedia combined. So we can protect our website at the scale of some of the largest websites in the world. And finally, we follow industry best practices in security in designing our system, and we're about to get our systems tested by BAE Systems Dedica, well-known security company that helps to protect banking and government infrastructure across the Southeast Asia region. So this is the team. We have plenty of experience. I can tell you about it in the break now that the music's on. So we're Pocketbook, and we're making personal finance ridiculously simple. We're looking for your partnership in reaching customers in your region to give them the ridiculously simple solution we've built. And we're also finishing off an investment round. So I want to talk to you about that as well. Thank you.